Well, you know, I think what happened back a long time ago, we had that tornado come through here. And that tornado was vicious. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. You ain't lived through nothing. You think all this terror stuff right now is bad? I'm going to tell you what's bad, dude, Bob. When you sitting there in the edge of your trailer looking out the window and you hanging on to your furniture and you praying to God that furniture don't get sucked out by that F6 that's about to come through and hit the trailer park. Now, you know, I'll be looking out the window there sometimes when it gets cloudy and I'll see the little wings on that pink flamingo start twisting around, and you can always tell by how fast that little wing on that pink flamingo's turning. You know, it's like a weather vane. I think every weather news station around here ought to have at least 2 or 3 of them things sitting around with a camera on it, because you know if she cranks up out there about 4,500 RPMs, you finna get something to get sucked out of the trailer. And I'm going to tell you, them tie-down straps on the bottom, it ain't going to hold it all the time. You know, and the siding and stuff starts shaking. Man, I tell you, that last one we went through, when that sucker come through, boy, now look, I was looking out there to the west. You all, I always come from the west. I was looking out that door, boy, and here it come. The clouds got real dark, and that flamingo wing started turning. She cranked up there about 4,500 RPMs. Yeah, I went out there and put the light meter on it. She read 4,500. I guarantee you, timing wasn't off on that flamingo at all. Because my timing, the low light, it's good, it's accurate. I bought it right down there at the AutoZone. Gave $25, $30 for that thing. But look here, man. That thing come across, right across that field there, across from the house. And you know they always say, if you hear that train, you better hunker down and find you somewhere to get, because it's going to get bad. I tell you, it tears my nerves up right now thinking about it. Good Lord Almighty. Whew. I looked and the clouds got dark and she dropped down there real low. She got real low. And when they get low and they start get that green tint in it, that means it's full of hail. My Ford sitting out there, my F-150, I was looking at that paint job on it. I throwed on there with that spray can 2 weeks before. I said, Lord, please don't let it chip that Krylon. I knew it wouldn't. It was pretty good acrylic paint. But anyway, I seen that green get up underneath that low-lying cloud, and it had that old beaver tail hanging off the end of it. I said, right there it is, Mama. It's coming, Mama. It's coming. We got to get down. We got to get low. So I got Mama down there, all down in the bottom underneath that trailer. We had that little old thing cut down there in the floor. About 6 weeks before that, I went down there and got me about 17 bags of Quikrete from a Home Depot down yonder. And you know how you just wet them down a little bit, they'll get hard on you. So I piled them up down there in the bottom of that trailer, down there by them tie-down straps. I got it down there right by where that septic line goes in there in that septic tank. I tied it down and got it all lined in there around there, and I wet that Quikrete down. And I made a bunker under there, son, and I said, ain't nothing gonna come through this bunker. So we looked, and that wind picked up, and that trailer started shaking, and that vinyl siding started going. Boy, and I'm going to tell you what, we got down through there in that little old trap door and climbed down in that Quikrete bunker. I peeked out from under where it blowed the underpinning clean out from under the trailer. Underpinning was gone before the cloud even got close to us. I took a peek out there in the yard, and that pink flamingo took off like a Saturn V rocket. It got up and left this place. It's probably over in Tupelo or somewhere over yonder in Georgia. Ain't no telling. Somebody's got my flamingo. But anyway, I looked up there and my Dale Earnhardt flag was straight out. It looked like it was on the moon. You know how that old flag on the moon just stuck straight out there? This Dale Earnhardt flag was stuck straight out with none but a 3 flapping in the breeze, son. When I seen that and she picked up and the 3 left this place, I said, put your head down, Mama, because we in for a big one. So here it come. It come across that field and I heard it. They say if you ever hear the train, you're gonna be in for pain. All I heard was Whoo, 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 whoo. Next thing I know, I'm looking up at the clear sky. After she passed over, the Quick Creek saved us, son. And that right there is a true story.